Okay, hey, well, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres, and so what I was doing starting yesterday and picked it up again today is making biochar. And here's some great examples of biochar. There's about a 200-pound pile on the ground right here, and what this is wood scraps that we put in this retort, is what it's called. This one's number 5. This is the 5th one that I've built, and I actually built a 6th one, but this one was better than the 6th one. So we refer to this one as Triceratops only because it's got 3 stacks on it. When I started out, I put 1 stack on it, wasn't enough, put another stack, wound up putting 3 stacks on it. So, and it consists of a top, an outer vessel, a shroud. Inside of this shroud is a refractory blanket. And then there's an inner vessel that you can't see right now. But the inner vessel is a 300-gallon fuel tank with a hole cut in the bottom of it. And then it's full of wood. And you can see it's smaller than this tank. This tank was a 500-gallon. And I had to shorten it a little bit in order to make this work. And then what's burning now is just kindling wood in between the inner vessel and the outer vessel. And that heat is being directed by the refractory into the inner vessel, and it has an effect on the wood of roasting it. All right. The wood on the inside of that is not in any way exposed to flame. And so when that roasting occurs, all of a sudden the wood starts to what they call gas off, or pyrolysis, but it's where the distillates that's in the wood start to come out, and then they come up through the bottom here, and they're going to catch fire because of this kindling wood action that's going on right now. So it hasn't started to gas off yet. This is just the kindling fire that's been burning. It's been a little bit of a challenge to get it going today because we had a lot of rain yesterday and last night. Even this morning, a little bit of rain. So my wood has not wanted to cooperate too well. And it's dry wood. It's just that it's so moist out, and then we have a pretty good wind going. But once it's completed and the burn is complete, we wind up with this product. This is biochar, and sometimes it's called agrichar. It's charcoal that's made in an oxygen-deprived environment. Okay? Without oxygen in the environment that this is made in, it cannot burn. So it just roasts. All right? That's the best way I can put it. And when it's done, we have this, and this is used for many, many things. What I'd like to do is I'd like to show you how we use it, one of the more interesting ways that I use it. And it's used as a soil additive. And one of the best ways to add it to the soil is to add it to the animals that are on that field and let them eat it. And then it passes through their system. It gets inoculated with their gut bacteria, and then it goes down onto the ground. And the biochar has the effect of protecting and housing the gut bacteria from the animal so that it can become part of the soil ecosystem. And the more bacteria that you have in the soil, the more diversified the bacteria is, the more the soil is able to consume and break down organic matter. All right, so that's why we're doing this. And so what I'd like to do is show you one of the ways I do that. I have a bucket of biochar here, and we're going to take a break and go on over. Okay, well, what I have in my hand right here is a bucket, 5-gallon bucket, and it's full of biochar. And as I'm walking over to the pigs, and they see me walking with a bucket, and they hear something in the bucket, they think, oh, time to eat. And you might be wondering, Why would pigs want to eat charcoal? Well, I don't know what to tell you. They like it. They're carbon-based, and it's carbon. They like it. And if I give it to them, you'll see what they'll do with it. Okay, so what's going to happen here is they're going to run that through their system, and then they'll deposit it out in this field. And then their gut bacteria will be in the field. It's part of the ecosystem out here. It's protected, and it helps to build the soil out here. So that's why we do it. Now, we could just bring it out and dump it out here, and it would become part of the soil as well. But we get a couple of things when we run it through the pigs. We get their gut bacteria directly into it, and then as they're chewing it up, they're pulverizing it, making it small pieces. That's good too. They say that when you put biochar into the soil, it sequesters that carbon for thousands of years and has a really good effect on the fertility of the soil. So that's what we do. Now, to enhance this, to make this so they like it a little better, I did put a little bit of molasses in some warm water, and then I dumped it over the biochar. So that made them like it even more. Now, you can just put it right into their feed, but these guys are on a field right now that's got just field radishes on it, so that's primarily what they're eating right now. And this was a way that I could get them to gleefully eat the biochar. There we go.